Yo, what's up, Phantomxxu, and welcome to our download tutorial of my favorite Pokemon ROM, Pokemon Infinite Fusion. We'll be giving you the pros, cons, how it feels like playing this game from the hardcore Nuzlocke point of view, as well as a download tutorial so you can play the game yourself. Now, this is my favorite ROM. I've played it through so many times, and the great part is there are so many fusions. There's no way you could see them all in a single run, and in between your runs, there'll be thousands more added because the developers are still creating sprites for these daily. Now, if you're interested, aside from just the download link, I'm also going to leave you other links that I use in my runs. So there's going to be stuff like the level caps for gym leaders, the damage calculator, fusion calculator, there's Infinite Fusion, Discord, Wiki, Poke community page, and all sorts of stuff. So don't forget to check that out in the description. I do need to give a quick spoiler warning though, because for the review portion of this video where I am talking about those pros and cons, I'll also be using some review footage from the first hour or two of my gameplay, and if that's not okay with you, it's totally fine. Just go to those description chapters and you can skip straight to the download tutorial. And with that, let's get going on with our video. We're going to be starting off with the pros, and obviously the big draw for this game are the fusions, and there are so many of them. There's nearly 600 base Pokemon in the game, and any of those Pokemon can be fused with any other Pokemon. So it could be like the same even. Charmander to Charmander is the new fusion, or even Charmander to Charizard, Charmander to Bulbasaur. It gets crazy. There's over 250,000 fusions for you to explore. There are tons of fusion options per individual combination of Pokemon too. So maybe a ton of people loved the combination of Bulbasaur and Pikachu, and they were all inspired to make sprites for them. All those sprites are options in the game for you. You'll see one option as you catch it or as you fuse them. But then if you go to your fusion decks, you can even go through and pick any of those options that they decided. You're even given items to be able to unfuse Pokemon, and then you could refuse them the way you want them to be fused, or with different Pokemon if you want. Outside of being able to customize your Pokemon fusions, you can also customize your character quite a lot. There's over 150 hat options, over 90 clothes options, and over 70 hair options, and you can even customize your player card. Other notable quality of life improvements that made a big deal for me is that you can nickname Pokemon straight from your team party menu. There's also an integrated speed up button right in the program itself. They made 3 difficulty modes so you can really tailor the challenge of your experience to what you're looking for. And there's a randomized feature built into the game in case you want to use it. As for what you're actually going to be doing in the game, though, is going through Kanto and Johto gyms, so the 16 gyms, and they have 40 side quests they added in with unique rewards, battle facilities for you to explore, and 25 legendaries for you to go catch. I don't know if it's obvious by now, but I highly recommend this game to anyone that's still on the fence on whether or not they should try. It is a great game. Now, there is one big con for me with Pokemon Infinite Fusion, and it's how their community views hacking in infinite rare candies as cheating. I'm someone who loves playing with infinite rare candies. It makes me have so much more fun in my playthroughs, non-stop fun instead of some lulls. And I've read all of their responses, why they feel like it's not as needed in Infinite Fusion as opposed to other games, and why it's viewed as cheating. I've also read up on how to get infinite rare candies, both intended by the game and unintended. And unfortunately, I just feel like it should just be treated as something where some people have fun differently. And I wish they just supported that and just put it in the game as an opt-in feature for those of us that want it. So how does this game feel from the hardcore Nuzlocke point of view? Like I said before, there are 3 difficulty modes, so you can really tailor the challenge to what exactly you're looking for. For me, I played the hard mode, and it did feel very challenging, but fair for sure. We have made it to the download tutorial portion of the video, and if you go down to the description, you can find the link right next to what it says for download. So go ahead and click that, and it's going to bring you to this web page, Pokemon Infinite Fusion official game download. And whatever device you're using, they actually have different download links for it. So if you're using Windows, Android, Steam Deck, Mac, or Linux, you're going to want to click that link. But first, you want to know that every single time you do one of these ROM hacks, it is not safe. This is just a download link on the internet. So if you don't feel safe, then don't click on these. I'm going to click on download for Windows, and I'm going to scroll down to the Pokemon Infinite Fusion full game. Now you can run the installer if you want. I'm going to run full game. I choose to do MediaFire just because I'm used to doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the MediaFire now. You can do direct if you want to. And then I'm going to click on this download. It is going to take quite a long time though, because it's such a big file. It says 3 gigs. It's really like almost 4 gigs of space that you're going to need for this. Now, when the file is finished downloading, you can go ahead and close that page and open your downloads folder, and you've got this zip file. I always use WinZip just because it's really comfortable and streamlined for me to use it. I already have WinZip. I pay for the subscription, but there's unzippers online if you want to use a free unzipper. We're going to use WinZip in this video, so I double-click Infinite Fusion. Yep, it opens up. Now, I haven't made a folder for this yet, so I'm actually going to choose yes, unzip the files to a folder I choose. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to, in the downloads folder, I'm going to right-click and press new folder and title it Infinite Fusion. So now that we have this folder, I'm going to open it and then unzip to that folder. After waiting a while for everything to extract, you're going to get this window opened up. We can go ahead and close that. We're also going to close our WinZip. And now we have our Infinite Fusion folder. We're going to take that and put it on our desktop. And now we can't lose the game. It's time to close the downloads. You can even delete that zip file if you want to. And you have the game. You can put this anywhere you want as long as you don't forget where it's at, right? And then when you open it, we double clicked on that and we're going to click on the Infinite Fusion. Now you can just open this, but what I like to do is I like to right click and press create shortcut. And then I drag the shortcut onto my desktop and now it says Infinite Fusion shortcut. And another thing I like to do is I like to click on this and take the shortcut word away just for preference, right? Just so it says Infinite Fusion. I kind of like that it just says that. And then now that's it. This shortcut goes straight to the Infinite Fusion folder game file. So you can double click the shortcut and it's going to go straight to loading the game. And here you go. You got the game ready to go with the full intro, everything. Here we go. Fusion's screen started, Infinite Fusion. Now you can play the game yourself. Whoa, wait, before you go, there are so many other download tutorials for awesome Pokemon ROMs on my channel that you can check out so you can play those games yourself too. You could also check out my series I did on Infinite Fusion, and if this video helped you be able to play the game, I'd really appreciate if you help me back by sending me that like, the follow, the share, the comment, anything you're willing to give me. I appreciate you just watching this video though, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.